Hi everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a full body sculpt. You just need yourselves and your mat for today's class, and you're going to start standing at the end of your mat for me. Give me a big shoulder roll, just loosen up those shoulders, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale in, send it into a squat for me. Exhale, squeeze, come all the way back up. So we send it down on our inhale into our squat, getting that weight into our heels, and then you press all the way up. Keeping those shoulders away from your ears, and every time you press up, I want you to drive through the heels. Make sure we're not arching through that lower spine. So you're just hinging at the hips. As you send it back into your heels, you're driving it back up, keeping those shoulders nice and relaxed as we do this. So if you're finding that having your hands in front of you is making your shoulders round, you can bring your hands to your hips, or just bring it to the small of your back if that's going to make your shoulders stay firmly down that midsection of your back. We're going to go for another 4. Really squeeze those glutes. We've got 3. Nice work, guys. 2 more. Hold it down on 1. You've got 5 pulses. Get into those heels for 5 and 4. Tuck that pelvis under. 3, 2. Stay low on 1. You're going to drop your hands to the floor. Walk yourself out into a plank. Finding your plank here. So stack your shoulders over your wrists. Press your heels away. Soften through the elbows. Tuck your pelvis under ever so slightly to make sure we're not arching through our lower spine. And you're just going to hold this plank here for 4. Hold. 3, 2, on 1, you're going to send your butt back to your heels and then come back over into your plank, which we hold for 4 seconds. And 3, we go 2, send your butt back to your heels and then come back over into your plank. This time I just want you to carry on with that weight shift. So you send it back and bring it forward. We've got 4 like this, stretching out the backs of those legs. And 3, also working into those shoulders, working into our abs. You've got 2. On your last one, hold that plank for me. Holding it here for 5 counts, and 4, keep drawing kneecaps to thighs. You've got 2. On your last one, send those hips to the ceiling. Slowly walk your hands back to your feet, and you're going to roll yourself up nice and slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. Once you get to the top, shoulder roll again. This time, pick your right heel off the floor. So right heel is lifted, hands come back to your heart center. Inhale and send it into your left heel this time, and then squeeze, lift back up. So your right foot, you're barely putting any weight into this right hand side. The weight is in your left glute, so I want you to send it down, and then you really press that pelvis up, digging that left heel in. So your right foot, you should be able to lift it off the whole time if you wanted to, so a single-legged squat. Oh, that was challenging. Give it a go if you want to really check that your weight is sitting in that left-hand side. Again, with your shoulders, if you're starting to notice they're rounding, bring them back behind you, just to keep that chest nice and open. But you're going to go for 5 more. And 4, keep digging that left heel in for me. You've got 3. We breathe 2. On 1, hold it down for me, little pulses here. So really think about getting nice and low into that left heel. You should be able to wiggle your left toes at me. We've got 4 and 3. Go 2, stay low on 1. Drop your hands to the floor, walk yourself back out into your plank. This time your right foot, the one where your toes were on the mat, lift it up to the ceiling. From here, you squeeze into the back of that right leg, you lower down. So we lift and lower. Keep that left leg nice and strong. Soften through the elbows. Let's go 5 and 4, looking really good. You're here for 3. Breathe. 2. On 1, hold up, little pulses. Let's pulse 5, 4, nearly there for 3. 2, lower that right leg down, hips to ceiling. Bend your knees as you walk your hands back to your feet. Nice and slowly roll yourself up, stacking each vertebrae. Once you're at the top, left heel is now lifted. Digging that right heel in towards the mat, hands back to heart center. Inhale, send it down. Exhale, press up. So remember, you're hinging at the hips. Your spine is staying nice and straight. Chest is coming forward, then you press up. Digging that right heel in towards the floor every time you stand. You should be able to wiggle your toes on that right hand side, just to make sure our weight is staying backwards and our knee isn't coming too far forward. So you want to keep that knee stacked over your ankles here. Beautiful work, guys. Let's go for another 5. Working those legs. You've got 4. Try and get a little lower if you can on your next 3. We breathe 2. Hold it down on 1, little pulses here. Get nice and low. Teeny tiny little movements here, but squeezing into that right glute, pressing that right heel in. Let's go 4, 3, 2, stay low on 1, drop your hands to the floor, walk yourself back out into that plank, lifting your left leg off the floor. When you're ready, you lower and lift that left leg, keep that right leg nice and strong, so drawing that heel away from you. Keep your chest forward. You've got another 4. Keep pulling belly in, slight tuck of the pelvis for 2. On 1, guys, hold it up, little pulses, 5, 4, 3, 2, lower that foot down, hips to ceiling. Just walk out the backs of those legs to me, so just pedaling them out. Hold for 4, 3, 2, and when you're ready, you come down into a 4-point kneeling position. So hands are directly underneath your shoulders, knees under your hips. We're going to work right glute first. So right glute is being worked first. I want you to take it out behind you. So making sure that your hips stay nice and level. Relax through your shoulders, slight tuck of the belly. Take an inhale and exhale, squeeze, lift up. And then slowly lower down. So just coming straight into our horse kicks. With your horse kicks, I want you to squeeze into the back of the leg. Try not to lift your right hip up. I want you to keep that right hip anchored down as we lift and lower here. Keep pressing your shoulders away from your ears. Think about your neck staying nice and long. We're going to go for another 4, then obviously we are adding on 3 more. We go 2. On 1, hold that leg out nice and high. From here, you're going to bring that knee to your elbow, kick it back behind you. Try not to move your spine. So I want your spine to stay straight. So we're not letting ourselves collapse into this side. I want you to think about your spine from the crown of your head to your tailbone, staying in that nice long line. And you're just working into this right oblique, working into your right hamstrings here. Keep breathing. Exhale as you press out. Inhale as you press in. Nice work, guys. Relaxing through those elbows. Keep your chest nice and forward. Crunch it in. Press it out. We've got 5. Squeeze. 4 more. You can do this. You've got 3. We go 2. Hold it back on 1. Hold it back nice and long. You hamstring curl in. Heel to butt, and then point your toes, extend back out. So heel in, and then extend. I want your thigh to be nice and high. You should be feeling a lot of hamstring here. So the back of that thigh should be burning up. If you are feeling any lower back, remember, tuck that pelvis under ever so slightly. But we're going to go for another 5 more counts and drive it out. 4 more. We squeeze. Let's go 3. Soften through the elbows, guys. 2. On 1. Keep that knee bent. Keep your foot flexed. You pulse to the ceiling. Squeeze. Little pulses up and up and up. Don't let that knee drop too far down. I want you to really think about pressing into the back of the leg. Let's go for another 5 more counts. And 4. Nearly there for 3. Go 2. And last one. Lower that leg all the way down. Tucking all 10 toes under. Relax through the shoulders, big breath in, exhale, hover your knees off the mat. You hold for 5, hold 4, 3, 2, lower those knees down, straight back up. Holding for 4, keep pulling belly in, 3, 2, lower those knees down, straight back up. Last one, hold for 4, 3, 2, and lower all the way down. Just give everything a shake. You can give that right butt cheek a smack if you want to. You're gonna come up into a kneeling position. If you have got sore knees, roll your mat over, grab some cushions, place them underneath your knees for a little bit of protection. But I want to stay upright, so relax through your shoulders, reach your arms along down by your side. Take a big inhale in, and then exhale. I want to send your butt back behind you. Keep your arms long. And then as you exhale, you press your arms back, but press your pelvis forward. So you send it into a mini squat as your arms reach forward, and then exhale, press back. So you send it into your squat, still working those legs, and then press forward. Keeping your shoulders anchored away from your ears, really focusing on pressing those arms back by using your triceps. You're squeezing into the back of those arms here. So you reach and then press. Shoulders stay anchored away from your ears. Keep tucking that pelvis under. So you lower and then lift. Nice work here, guys. Keep going. So as you bring those your pelvis up, really squeeze your glutes together as you squeeze into your triceps. Making sure your ribcage doesn't pop out though. So we're not letting our chest pop. You still want to keep your ribcage nice and closed. Beautiful work, guys. Let's go 5 and 4. Squeeze. We're here for 3. Go 2. You hold those arms up on 1. Take a slight squat. So your arms are going to go higher to the ceiling. Turn your palms in. I want you to bend your elbows, squeeze into your little finger into those triceps as you reach out. So you bend and press out, anchoring those shoulders as you squeeze into the backs of your arms here. Try and get a little lower in that squat. So I still want you to be squeezing your glutes, working your quads. Elbows stay nice and high. Keep your elbows nice and close to your body. So we're not letting our arms come out. Keep them tucked in. We're here for 8 and 7, 6, looking really good. Lift those elbows up a little higher. We've got 4, and 3, hold 2. On your last one, hold those arms up, turn your palms to the ceiling. We press those palms up to the ceiling, little pulses up and up. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Last little bit, you're gonna bring the backs of your hands to the small of your back. Elbows go wide and then press out. So your backs of your hands come to the small of your back, then you press out into a V shape. Really working into those arms. So you bend and press. Bend and press. You should be feeling a lot of triceps, a lot of shoulders, some chest. I want you to focus on your core as well. So don't let your lower back start to arch. Keep your spine in that nice vertical position or diagonal position. But we're here for another 8 and 7. You've got this. Go 6, breathe, 5. Stay with me, 4, nearly there. Arms should be like jelly. 3, 2, last a bit. Hold those arms in a V. Turn your palms to the floor. Turn your palms to the ceiling. Floor, ceiling, floor, ceiling. Lift those arms a little higher if you can. Keep your shoulders anchored away from your ears. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Come all the way up. Give me a big shoulder roll. Just shake out those arms. Nice work here, guys. Just take a bend over to the right and then just bend it over to the other way. Oh, jelly arms. So from here, you're gonna come back into your 4-point kneeling. As we have just done arms, if you want to do this on your forearms, more than welcome to. But if you are staying on your hands, remember to keep a slight bend through the elbows. Extend your left leg back behind you, square off your hips, so just check your left hip didn't lift up. Squeeze into the back of your leg on your inhale, on your exhale, let's lift that left leg up into a horse kick, and then slowly lower down. So we exhale, lift, inhale, lower. As you lower, just check you don't let your tailbone tuck under. You want to keep that nice straight spine. And the movement is coming from you squeezing into the back of your legs. So you exhale, lift, inhale, lower, elbows staying soft. Beautiful work, guys. So you lift and then lower. Make sure that you're not letting your shoulders hunch forward. Keep your neck nice and long as you do this. But we're going to go for another 5 and 4. And then we're going to start working those obliques. 3 more. Give me 2, on 1, hold that leg up. You're gonna bend that knee towards your elbow, squeeze, kick straight back out. So you bend knee to elbow and kick out. Remember, try not to collapse into your waist. Keep your spine nice and straight. The movement here is coming from your glute, but it's also working into that control of this left-hand side of your oblique. Nice, and remember you can drop down onto your forearm if you need to give your wrist a little bit of a break. But if you are still propped up onto your hands, I want you to open up through the chest. Think about pushing your chest further away from the mat. Squeezing into this left-hand side, you've got 5 and 4, nearly there. 3 more. Give me 2 on your last one. Hold that leg long, hold it long, lift that knee up. You're gonna bend your knee, bring your heel towards your glutes, and then point your toe, extend. So you bend and press, keeping that knee nice and high. Keep that lower back nice and straight. So make sure you haven't started to make your spine look like a banana. Tuck that pelvis under. Beautiful work. Make sure your head's not hanging. So you want to think of that nice long neck, not looking at your knees. Go for another 5. Try and lift that knee a little higher if you can. Hamstrings should be working. Let's go 3. Give me 2 on 1. Turn your foot towards the ceiling. Little pulses up and up. You work into this left glute here, guys. If you're feeling more right glute, shuffle your hands over to the left a little bit more. But we're pulsing here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, nearly there for 3, 2, and last one. Come all the way down. Beautiful work. Tuck all 10 toes under, hips to ceiling. Pedal out the backs of your legs here. So drop one heel as you bend the opposite knee. Getting a nice release through the backs of the legs. Holding for 4, 3, 2, and ever so slowly I want you to bend both knees down towards the mat. Send your hips back up. So you bend and then press. Just releasing those quads, releasing your hamstrings. We've got 3 like this. And 2. Last one, hips to ceiling. Slowly walk your hands back to your feet for me. And ever so slowly, we're going to roll ourselves up vertebrae by vertebrae, one at a time. Coming through your mid-back, into your upper back. Once you get to the top, give me a big shoulder roll. Take both hands to the ceiling, guys, palms together. Hunch your shoulders. Relax your shoulders, relax your arms. Guys, you are done for your full body sculpt. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.